pretty mess you got me into. What on earth do you mean by coming down here, pretending to be my brother? Perfectly monstrous of you.
What on earth did you mean by pretending to have a brother? It's absolutely disgraceful.
I told you to go away by the 3:50. I ordered the dog cart for you. Why on earth didn't you take it?
I hadn't had my tea.
This ghastly state of things. What you call Bunbury, I suppose?
Yes, and a perfectly wonderful Bunbury it is. The most wonderful Bunbury I have ever had in my life.
Well, you have no right whatsoever to Bunbury in my house.
Oh, that is absurd. One has a right to Bunbury anywhere one chooses. Every serious Bunburyist knows that.
A serious Bunburyist? Good heavens!
Well, one must be serious about something if one wants to have any amusement in life. I happen to be serious about Bunburying. What on earth you are serious about, I haven't the remotest idea. It's about everything, I should fancy. You're such an absolutely trivial nature.
Well, the only small satisfaction I have in the whole of this wretched business is that your friend Bunbury is quite exploded. You won't be able to run out to the Albany quite so often as you used to, dear Algy. And a very good thing, too.
Your brother is looking a little off colour, isn't he, dear Jack? You won't be able to disappear to London quite as frequently as your wicked custom was. Not a bad thing, either.
As for your conduct towards Miss Cardew, I must say that you taking in a sweet, innocent girl like that is quite inexcusable. To say nothing of the fact that she is my ward.
I can find no possible defence at all for your deceiving a brilliant, clever, thoroughly experienced young lady like Miss Fairfax, to say nothing of the fact that she is my cousin.
I wanted to be engaged to Gwendolen. That is all. I love her.
Well, I simply wanted to be engaged to Cecily. I adore her.
Well, there's certainly no chance of that.
I don't think there's much likelihood, Jack, of you and Miss Fairfax being united.
Well, that's definitely no business of yours.
Well, if it was my business, I wouldn't talk about it. It is very vulgar to talk about one's business. Only people like stockbrokers do that, and then merely at dinner parties.
How you can sit there, calmly eating muffins? We are in this horrible trouble I can't make out. You seem to me to be perfectly heartless.
Well, I can't eat them in an agitated manner. The butter would probably get on my cuffs. One should always eat muffins quite calmly. It is the only way to eat them.
I say it is perfectly heartless you're eating muffins at all, under the circumstances.
When I am in trouble, eating is the only thing that consoles me. Indeed, when I am in really great trouble, as anyone who knows me intimately will tell you, I refuse everything except food and drink. At the present moment, I am eating muffins because I am unhappy. Besides, I'm particularly fond of muffins.
Well, that is no reason why you should eat them all in that greedy way.
I wish you would have the tea cake instead. I don't like tea cake.
Oh, good heavens, I suppose the man made eat his own muffins in his own house.
But you have just said it was perfectly heartless to eat muffins.
I said it was perfectly heartless of you, under the circumstances. That is a very different thing.
That may be, but the muffins are the same.
Algy, I wish goodness you'd leave my house. I don't want you here. Why don't you go?
I've not finished my tea yet, and then I've got to be baptized. I have a heap of things to get through before dinner. What time, by the way, do we dine, Jack? 8?
I have not asked you to dinner. You were not staying through dinner. You have got to go.
I certainly can't go without my dinner. No one ever does, except vegetarians and people like that.
What on earth do you mean by being baptized after tea?
I have just made arrangements with Dr. Charlesville to be baptized at 6:15 under the name of Ernest.
My dear fellow, the sooner you give up that nonsense, the better. I made arrangements this morning with Dr. Charlesville to be baptized at 5:30, and I naturally would take the name of Ernest. Gwendolen would wish it. We both can be christened Ernest. It would be absurd. Besides, I have a perfect right to be baptized if I like. There's no evidence at all that I've ever been baptized by anybody. I should think it extremely probable I never was. And so does Dr. Charlesville. It is entirely different in your case. You've been baptized already.
Yes, but I have not been baptized for years.
Well, yes, but you have been baptized, and that is the important thing.
Quite so, so I know my constitution can stand it. If you are not quite sure about your ever having been baptized, I dare say it is dangerous you're venturing on it now. It might make you very unwell. You can hardly have forgotten that someone very closely connected with you was very nearly carried off in Paris this week by a severe chill.
Well, yes, but you said yourself it wasn't hereditary, or anything of the kind.
Oh, you seem to be, I know, but I dare say it is now. Science is always making wonderful improvements and things.
Oh, Algy. Goodness, just leave my house.
I can't leave you. I have not quite finished my tea. And there's still one muffin left.
What